I was sitting around the campfire and the people just appeared and they started taking my fritos out of my bag. And I'm like, who is these guys? Like, what are they doing? You know? And so I met the band.
Okay, oh, you're starting already. I'm just
playing. My name is CJ, also known as Christian, and this is...
I am Enrico.
He's Enrico.
His name is Enrico. Yeah. We started jamming in grade 2, 2010. Yes, sir.
I remember walking into the room with my guitar teachers. He's like, "This is Enrico, and you guys are going to be learning guitar together." And I was like, "Oh, okay, sick, dude." Fast forward to 2019 that the whole thing kicked off. Because we were practicing for a talent show called Sculpted. And we thought it was insane, but it's quite average. And then we asked Jason, and I told you, like, hey, there's this guy at my youth who plays drums.
Oh,
maybe he should join the band. And then you were like, sick.
Yes, sir. Come, Jason.
No, you're in the move. You're framed.
Framed for what?
I've joined the band now, in the history of the band.
Yes, this is post-drummer.
Okay, so now the band is the drummer.
But I remember we used to jam in your, like, little...
Oh, that meaning, like, it was smaller than this.
It
was way smaller than this.
So we had an electric drum set, and the amps, we literally, each of us could just, like, stand still.
You couldn't even turn around, like, we were forced in that spot.
And, like, we were still without gunning, without a bass mentality.
So we knew a guy named Jan Abraham. He's a majestical man.
It's a crazy.
So he did drumline with us, because we did drumline. That's where we jammed a lot with drumline.
That's
a lot of fun. So he did drumline with us, but I had Tuesday after school we had drumline, and then directly after drumline I had like a 30-minute drum lesson. And Yanni had to wait for his parents to pick him up.
And he was just like talking to Mr. Pringle, we need a bass player, and I'm just like, you know, if you can give me a bass, I'll play bass. I mean, I don't care. It will be fun.
And I gave him my bass for that, like, next 3 or 4 months. He just used my bass.
And then a month after that, we recorded a freaking EP.
And he like had written some decent parts for it as well. Like he had, after a month of playing bass, he could play bass. And then I spoke to Daniel because I asked him, dude, can we just use a microphone to record something? And he's like, I could do that. Or you could just come record in the studio. Which was like myself and Enrico's biggest dream, was to go record music in a real studio. We never thought it would actually happen. That was a lot. So the product we made was not good at all.
Yeah. But the best part was like the chilling in the studio, not really knowing.
It was so much
fun. Just going to studio was so much fun.
Then after that we started playing like more normal gigs.
Yeah, like, so then it was COVID.
Oh yeah, that was like.
Oh yeah.
And then like in COVID we had Monique's birthday.
We played at Monique's party. That was
EP released in COVID.
And then at the end of the year we played our first like pub gig.
Yeah.
Where we played at Ellington's, and from there we played a few.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
And then so in COVID time we started kind of writing the album.
We started writing on Silver Screen was like one of the first one, and we had like we started writing Eyebrows as well.
Yeah. Then Darlene had a writing session somewhere around a similar time.
Yeah.
Where we like turned it into Darlene as opposed to Scotland.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my dad let us record at his warehouse. I'm not sure if we've mentioned that, but
shout out to Uncle Bryan.
It's so cool. Like we just had like free access to space after 4 o'clock, and on weekends like just make as much noise as we want.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Without that, we would not have made this album.
Pretty much.
It's pretty crazy. Thank you very much, Dad. We released Delta Steam, and Darlene as an EP. But then we had a release party, which was just like our friends in like my house playing acoustically. Yeah, so then we were like, cool, after this release party, we're going to work to get the album done.
Yeah.
Right? And then we went away, CJ and I, with my family, went away to like Hermanus or Vermont, wherever it was. And then that while we were there, there's tons of videos of us, just, well, CJ writing and me like trying to help him, but not really helping him. We're just like trying to figure the song out. That and Eyebrows were the two that took the longest to write, I think.
Yeah.
Just frustrated on our roof, looking at the sunset, trying to get inspired.
Oh shit, we go. I spy with my little eyes, someone with a weary mind. See your restless leg. Oh, my restless leg. Lyrically, this song was the biggest challenge of this whole entire album. But this song taught me so many things, not just about songwriting, just about life in general. But it taught me a lot about taking criticism and taking it well enough to just, you know, fix stuff. So, because I would work for like 2 hours, I'd sit, I'd write lyrics, I'm like, this is the best thing I've ever written, Jason's gonna think it's so cool, and I said, he's like, yeah, it kind of sucks, dude.
I never said this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I was always like critical, because you know, like, I knew CJ could write a lot better than like the first few things he sent.
Yeah, no, I'm really glad for the critique, because it made it a much better song, but it was like, that song took, even in like, after the songs had been finished recording, we figured out like, oh, there's this part in the song that doesn't really work, we gotta make it work.
Yeah. The reason it was so hard is because we were trying to make the story, the album is a story, I guess you haven't caught on yet. And this is meant to be like a conversation about very deep things. The next song is Daisy.
So Yanni played us this really nice bass line that he'd written that just went doom 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 doom. Can you remember where that
I think
came
you
from?
played it for Enrico and I.
Yeah, like I had that, like that was I think it's a classical piece or something. I think,
Good to know.
I
we
think
just met plagiarism?
that comes from somewhere, but it's something that I just kind of thought about and played or figured it out on the bass.
So I started writing the lyrics to that, I think in 2021 already. I sent the initial acoustic demo to you guys, and we're like, oh, it sounds lekker. Then I was like, well, maybe just try and add other stuff to it. So I put a little drum set in my room, then I recorded drums over at bass, and I sent it to you guys, and you're like, just leave it.
We were like
it's fine.
freaking out, don't touch this! Don't touch it, it's amazing.
So what was going to be a demo ended up being the final version.
It saved us so much time not having to like write extra parts, like we just had the song. We just like record. You put a mic at your guitar, and you were just doing the dun 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 dun. And then I said, "Hey, why don't you go do 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 do?" And then you went do 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 do. Almost. Close.
How's it, Boots? Lekker. Welcome back to Audio Sound Engineering Tips with CJ. And today we're looking at making an interlude.
A what?
An interlude. So what we did here was, I went for a drive with my dad, and he held the phone while it was raining, and then we got this little bakkie. It's just the car with rain sounds. And then we wrote this little acoustic piece and put it on top of it. Or under it. Now obviously still kind of mixing it together, but now we're just creating a bit of a
vibe.
In-betweener between the songs, just to, you know, create the world.
It's a bit of world building.
world building.
I cut you off in the middle of your explanation. Oh no. Yeah, so we have a couple of these interludes, much of them less ambience than
this
this.
one is very like, we don't even have lyrics or words, or it's just rain sounds and guitar vibing out.
Yeah.
Just set the scene.
Just set the scene. Yeah.
I Spy.
Thank you. For I Spy, we did like 8 takes, just like from 7 till 8, and then the power went out. We just set up the drums and all the mics, and we just played and played and played over and over again, and then the power went out, and we were like, we got to like the second last take or something like that.
We
and
literally like for an hour straight.
just played the song over and over.
We were like, power goes out an hour. We pressed record and we didn't stop until the load shedding hit.
So we had
F1
3.
Fader 100.
The fourth one was not used, so we had 3 outputs going. So we had one kick, well not a kick, it was like a overall mic. Then we had an overhead for the snare and for the toms, and then we had this one that was like right next to the floor tom. So it was picking up floor tom, cymbals, bit of ride action, bit more low end, and it just feels very cool to do that. You know, it's like it's the real deal. You know, it's the real deal, man. It's the real deal. These cables run out here.
And then they fall.
They fall down these 2 little windows, so that I can use the optimal amount of cable space, I guess. This little, if you want to do a quick one mic setup, you just put a microphone right over
found
there.
this to be super successful.
This is like my favorite mic placement for drums. It just picks up everything you need: snare, kick, flipping toms. This tom, it picks up this tom beautifully because it's right next to it. We had this floor tom. The one XLR cable didn't work, so we had to sort of jiffy the snake to get it to reach, and then that overhead was picking up. So the overhead, that one, and this little buddy over here, along with the kick, is kind of what started our drum setup. We used to have just the kick mic and then the one overhead and the second overhead. But yeah, this one setup, this is pretty cool, man. Yeah.
I am filming you. Eyebrows, electric boogaloo.
We out here.
What's poppin', little gang? We're doing a drum take. Ready? Don't delete them just yet in case we revert back or something.
We call over to just deleted them.
So this is the recording setup.
We out here.
Yes.
We're doing a demo for Changes.
Okay, so the storm was originally called Changes. It's just that when we call it Changes by accident now, that's why.
Yeah.
And so it says he just got mic'd up and bassed up
Yeah.
to that. Just the bass is coming out of that.
Yeah, and then the vocals is just in my ear.
That little microphone over there, it's way
Pointed at nothing.
pointed at nothing, but soon will be pointed at Enrique's amp.
Someone, yeah. And then we have this lonely microphone capturing all of the drums.
I lose picks like I lose it on the dance floor, man.
And then, like, cool, just let's record it then. So then we... Yo, this room's bright on this camera. You are on the widest lens I have, just like setting up stuff.
Setting up stuff.
To Walter Mitty music.
Yeah, we went the Friday night. We drove to the warehouse at like 10.
Yeah, at 10 o'clock at night, we set up all the drums, all the mics, we did like a bit of sound check, and then we left, locked everything up. The next day, we put on suits, listened to the new Spider-Man soundtrack, and then we like drove in with our suits, and we tried to record. Wave to the camera. We have constructed a mic stand out of a cymbal stand that we attached to an extension of a cymbal stand, and then we put an adapter on the.
Although this one isn't fitting as well, so I'll probably
okay.
this part.
Life finds a way.
Yeah, it'll probably be fine.
It looks pretty good. So DIY drum setups, you know. You know how we do.
We also knew like, okay, there's load shedding at 4 o'clock, but it's cool. We got the whole day. It's so cool and chill.
And then we recorded for a while, and then we took a long break. We sat outside, we recorded for a bit, we took a break, and then we're like, cool, serious now, let's get the takes. We go in, and then I start playing the drums, and we're playing, and then not even halfway through the first verse, my snare starts sounding weird. We finish the song, and I'm like, what happened? And I flip it over, and it's just, the bottom head is just torn to pieces. Like, it's just somehow.
And then I was like, okay, let's drive to Tom's and see if we can buy a snare bottom.
And they only had really thin ones. So we're like, oh no, what are we gonna do? And then I remembered I had like a really horrible snare drum in my garage from someone else's kid. So we went and we got that snare drum, we swapped the head, but that head, it's got like scratch marks and masking tape all over it, so it's not a great snare. I should have upgraded at some point. But then we got that on, and we got like a quick snack in my house, and we went back, and at that point I think it was like...
So I checked the time, like, okay, we're probably gonna be ready by 3. At 3 we're like, it was a similar situation to I Spy, where it's like, we've got an hour, we press record and we play
But
until
I think we got the take pretty soon. Like, we didn't play the whole time.
Yeah.
We finished. Like, we did. I think we did like 3 or 4 times. And after that, we just like sat in the back of the car and it was just like, and then we.
Storm is over.
Exactly, the storm is over.
But I feel like I'm a bit musiced out.
Yeah.
Even though we did spend more time, not more time. It feels like we spent more time setting up music than musicking.
We did. But I mean, that does take quite a bit out of you as well.
Yeah.
Besides, it's a very lovely day, so
It is a lovely
mind
day.
spending time.
Let's go to a beach.
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What's gonna do?
Yeah. I'm gonna get my swimming.
Justin said he wanted to go to the beach.
Justin
today.
Can Justin?
No, but he wants to just see it.
Okay, let's
Ek sal hom 'n call gee.
let's get in contact with Justin. Calling Justin.
You can kind of do this stuff, which is kind of sick. I think I'm gonna put this in the doco.
Oh yeah.
So we went to pick up Justin to
Just fell behind.
fell behind quick to take a quick trip to the beach.
So good.
He's doing pretty good, all things considered. We're gonna try and make some peanut butter sandwich now.
Without a knife.
Without a knife.
Okay, a few seconds later, we're at the bench.
Oh, dude, we drank. I'm more here for the doobies than anything else. I get the overestimate the word or something.
Careful of Fred, guys.
Yeah, I reckon we just dip the bread in the...
That's what I was saying, yeah.
Hey, yo, we out here.
Hey, we out here.
Hey, yo, we out here.
Hey, we out here.
Hey, yo, we out here. Hey, yo, we out here.
Hey, yo, we out here.
Hey, yo, we out here.
Hey, we out here. Hey, we out here.
Hey, yo, we out here.
Hey, we out here.
Hey yo, we out here.
Hey, yo, we out here.
Hey, we out here.
Hey, we out here. Hey, we out here. Hey, we out here.
Hey, yo, we out here. We out here.
Hey yo,
Hey, we out here.
Hey, yo, we out here. Okay, so I'm recording guitars in my garage. Wow, how much can you see? Not much. So I've got an amplifier there. So just with some extra lights, so there you go. Oh, maybe I should do some proper mic placement, because this looks a bit odd. But then again, I'll probably do some fine tuning just now. And then...
So what we're doing here is we're tracking guitars. I got my amp in that car over there.
So we got
Maya. In the guitar. Nope, in the car with the blanket for sound muffling, so that we can crank it especially loud for sound clarity. Now we're recording Goodbye, the
interlude.
Interlude.
Dus ek hou of ek hierdie mannetjie kan miserlou.
Show me again.
Okay.
Great file naming conventions over here.
So, when you are creating music and you have files, it is important to keep your files well structured, well organized. You got to know exactly what everything is. So, of course, we have. Let's start at the bottom. We've got two.
Wait,
We've got two, and you've got T1, obviously.
Obviously.
And then you've got E2, duh.
Duh.
And then you got and r, and then and and then you got octaves, duh. And then you've got octaves. Zzz, and then octaves, zzz, 1, 2, 3. So, very specific naming convention.
Enrico, run us through what you're doing. Why run us through what you're doing? Now that there's no drums playing, Enrico, would you mind explaining it? Never mind. Dit gaan groot wees. Gaan groot wees.
Oh, die klein is nie gaan groot wees.
Sou jy sê, Enrico, dat hierdie is entering the grootness?
Hierdie is entering 'n grootness, entering die grootness, maar ek weet nie.
Ons weet nog nie.
Die album
kan eintlik sê?
is die grootness. Okay. And then eventually we threw in a throwback to the original Eyebrows riff in there.
Yeah.
Which was also pretty cool.
Yeah, also pretty
Are you suspicious of computers operating your vehicle? Do you want to put the power back into your steering? Suspicion.
That's flipping good.
Dude, that was, I love.
Suspension, more like suggestion. Do headlights confound your vision? Should windshields really be laminated? Blackjack, the car that might get you far.
That's beautiful.
Are you suspicious of computers operating your vehicle? Do you want to put the power back into your steering?
Blackjack, the car that might get you far.
Oh, dat is een goede save geweest.
that was great.
Oh, silver screen time.
What happened was we had the song and we had it for years. It was like one of the first ones we finished, and we had it for years. And then most of the album was done, everything except Levi, because Levi was the last thing we wrote.
Yeah.
So we had all 11 songs. Silver Screen was where Levi was, and then CJ and I was basically like, dude, I don't think this is gonna work as an album. And then we were like, okay, let's try and see if we can workshop it. So we go to his house, we jam for like 2 hours, and you try to figure out something, and we're like, we come to the conclusion, we like, all hope is lost. We can't.
And I keep telling Jason, like, we can't write a new song. It's too, like, we had passed the deadline.
September or November? When was
I
this?
think it was September. We had passed the deadline where I said we need to have everything finished. We need to have all the drums done. I'm like,
Yeah.
the deadline is gone. We need to, you know.
And then we were sitting in his room, just mourning the death of our artistic integrity. He was just tinkling on a guitar, and then he was playing something. And I was like, "Ooh, that's a nice chord progression." He goes, "Yeah, playing some more." And then he starts singing like the bridge that was originally in I Spy, the I'm a Stone.
Yeah.
And then we were like, "Oh, nice." And then he plays a different chords. They start singing Amazing Grace, and we're like, "Okay, we have a new song." Then we went to the warehouse and just like touched it up, and they're like, "Hey, we just need to get Enrico on this." We got you in for we had a writing session, and we got you in a jam, and you like changed the structure a bit to make it more powerful.
Yeah.
So we had like the main riff like play a bunch more times before it really hits.
Yeah.
And you put it like just at the end and like a little bit at the beginning,
Yeah.
which was like a much more powerful structure, I think.
Enrico, show us again the flip you just did.
Check this flip, bro.
Wacht, nog één keer.
Kijk hier die flip, bro.
Oh, ik heb toch geen record, wacht, er nog weer.
And then we had a recording session where I played drums and I was still sick, and we played till like 2 a.m.
Dude, we played till so late. We did
Just
so
trying to get.
This is the final drum recording session, actually. Pretty sick.
Pretty sick, man.
Pretty sick.
Pretty sick.
Stel.
I'm probably gonna play more Levi-ish sounding things. This song's called Levi Dinner.
But as far as first takes go, that's
Pretty good.
pretty solid.
Blackjack. The car that might get you far.
Yo. That sounds awful.
Pretty good.
I don't
I
know.
want to check something in the bridge.
And then afterwards, we were like, fine, let's just go home. And we went home, and then you, like, I said, I don't think we got it. You're like, I think we got it. And you recorded like all the parts over it.
So I spliced together the drums for a good take. I recorded all the parts. I even did a rough vocal take over it. And I sent it, and I was like, yeah, sick, we got it, guys, we got it. And then I sent it to the guys, and they were like, shucks, and I was like,
Not great. And then we were like, it's okay, we have time for one more drum recording session. And then it's like,
If we desperately need one, there we have the big speaker. It's all over videos.
yeah.
What is up, bro? We out here.
We've done the last drum recording session already, but now we're doing the last drum recording session. No, we're just doing the last drum.
No, but it's not going to be done again because tonight's going to be sick.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry, skis. Sicko mode. So, load shedding is a thing. For our overseas viewers, load shedding is when we don't have power.
I mean, we have power, we just might not have electricity.
Yeah, we always have the power. We've got the power, but we don't always have electricity. But this lovely establishment has installed what is known as an inverter. So that means
Everything flips upside down.
Everything flips
And we
upside
go to
down, and we
Australia
still
for a
get
bit.
electricity.
Oh, that's
But
it.
these groot lichten, they just draw too much. They got too much power, too much electricity. They don't have much more power than us. We got power. They have too much electricity. So these big boys are off, but everything else is on.
We go to the warehouse and we got it, and like load shedding hit, but we recorded during load shedding, and it still sounded really sick, and that's what we used. And we were very happy that we finally got it.
great, like it. We did it.
Alhoewel, van die grades nie gehoor het nie.
So is Beethoven.
Ja.
Dan ga ik hier niet aan.
Ja, niemand was bereid om vir Beethoven te sê hoe sleg dit was.
Ek is kort.
Julle kan, ja, al die kogels is maar
Hallo
vir
kort, ek is Nico.
Sorry, would you like to say that a bit louder for the camera? I don't think we heard your genius comment over there. We wrote My Friend as a very chilled acoustic song, and then we were like, cool, now how do we make this east of the equator?
So originally we were gonna have like the electric version on the album.
It sounded really good, like when we played it together,
Yeah,
it
like-
sounded really cool.
but
whenever we tried to record it, just never like came through.
It didn't really.
Oktober.
So, welkom by die East of the Equator Recording Experience. Dit is alles behalwe state of the art.
TJ, would you mind telling the good folks at home what's just happened?
We did a lekker.
we decided to try some synth and changes.
Yeah. I can't really play piano much, but I know how to press some buttons.
We fuzzed it out.
Yeah, we fuzzed it out, man. It sounds cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a time and a place for the 80s sound.
Oh, for sure. We are at the office after a couple setbacks.
We made it.
We forgot the amp.
Now, 7 minutes past 10 in the evening.
Oh no, it is 7 minutes past 10.
On a Monday eve.
On a Monday eve.
And,
Welcome to the Maldives, guys. We're making music.
I just want to say, processing-wise, there's absolutely nothing on the vocals. That's just like a clean CJ's voice. That's just.
Look at this man.
Jiggity dude.
Jiggity dude.
Net soos wat dit gerekord is in die kamer nou, dis die vocals.
That's
net freaking.
That's what we need.
Talent though.
We got this guy right here.
I guess.
Just make sure.
It's not because I was lazy. Yeah.
No, I'm filming.
Here we out here.
It's summertime. Kind of. And Enrique said a guide track for that, which is one of my favorite things
Oh, dude,
I've ever heard.
So funny.
Where he's like a Let's Dance instructor.
Jason, I was just laughing the whole way.
So good, dude. This is a video that I filmed. I was like listening to it.
Oh really?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you're listening to this, you're about to record Eyebrows Part 2 by East of the Equator. I'm Enrico, and I will be your guide. Starting with a 4/4 guitar groove. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do do do. Do 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 do. Beat 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 do do do. Do 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 do. Beat 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 do do do. All right. There is a solo coming up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, I feel like I wanna cry. Good job. More intense solo. 3, 4. Let it ring, let it ring, let it ring, let it ring, Good job! You did great! Go get yourself a cup of coffee and give yourself a pat on the back cause you made it through to the end of Eyebrows Part 2 by East of the Equator.
Should do punk vocals.
Definitely.
Your heart's bleeding.
I don't know how you read our minds like that. That's crazy.
We're about to do a recording. We're gonna be doing a vocal recording of this song called Ik spoeg met mijn oog. Still got your thoughts entwined. I spy. Leave it there. Ik denk dat is een beetje te pappelen.
Ja, check ga die vorige in.
I can hear your heart from here, but that's alright, we'll leave it there. Hoekom kan ik nou niet een tune zingen, bro? Nee, dat is
Niet te laag op wat dan doen. Dus doe het nog zo 3 keer achter.
Just seek it It's Wednesday, my dude. Is it Wednesday? No, it's Saturday. I spy with my little eye, someone barely getting by.
Stranger's story, a stranger's call. It's changed from all I've hoped so far.
Yeah, buddy! Your heart is bleeding, Jesus knows.
So you can just hang on the D for the... G. So we're doing vocals for Eyebrows Part 2, and then we're gonna do a recording, like an acoustic recording for my friend.
Yeah.
And just to have one. And then...
You want to slag it?
Yeah.
Hi, my friend. It's been a while. Keeping busy, but keeping well. Who'd have thought a 30-minute drive? Who'd have thought a 30-minute drive would feel so far?
Water. Also, someone is brave.
Making sick beats.
Staying with your wife, troubled. Keep a watchful eye, I'm praying. Father, take this cup from me. Not my will be done, but yours. Allegations met with silence. A crown of thorns above his eyebrows. And Father, forgive them, they don't know. Father, forgive us, we still don't.
Those are all the those you just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very sick, very cool, very flesh, very.
I did.
Nope, not flesh.
Not flesh.
Fresh.
When I first tried to record this song, I couldn't as easily hit this vocal range. So my vocal range has improved, which is cool.
It's pretty great.
And yeah, that's the last like official recording session.
Recording session, yeah.
For the album.
Yeah.
it's mastering day. How do you feel? You're on camera now.
Poor blikkies. How's that? Lekker.
I couldn't buy it more. That's so wack. I can glad die waarna kyk nie, maar ek kan sien.
So the spectrogram is basically loudness on frequency.
So if he's the guy in the chair today, where usually I'm the guy in the chair on these videos. So today is mastering day. We're mastering the album.
And this is the master.
He is the master.
What's up, man?
Ja, maar ek nou is die hier so raak. Kyk, dit is op 'n kommer, hè.
Ja, was het wel meer semi-top.
Woo! We're being filmed. Welcome to the machine.
Ek het al in op eie mastering ek sê net en dan
Ons gaan daai nou as
original mastering engineer.
Are you guys setting up for a last minute mix?
Yeah.
Yes! This is for Levi or my friend, or was it both?
But
And we just want to change one thing in eyebrows.
we did.
En dan sien ek wat die normaal is. Wat ook helpful is ek kan jou waveform species sien, which is
Ja.
pretty useful.
Oh, okay, sick. Dude, ek kyk met dit bietjie terug.
Multiband compressors. Dis daai term. Dis hoe my vir jou sê.
Ja, dis 'n regtig 'n klein stukkie dit.
Wow. So daai see distortion wat ingerecord het sover ek hom het.
Ooh, I like the maze.
Ja.
Oh, Tetris vibe.
Dit lyk nou.
Sit vir die icons by.
Where's the light? There you go.
Yeah, with the icons actually looks sick.
Yeah, that does look cool.
Looks like a Pac-Man. That's
We
what I
got
thought
it.
as well.
We got him, boys.
Yes.
We did it. High five.
Yes. Okay.
Hardus, anything you want to say to the docker?
Ja, Talking Heads vibes, eh?
Talking Heads.
It's finally over.
This might be my favorite track on the album.
It might be mine too, except for changes, because changes the days.
And it's I Spy.
Really?
Yeah, I love I Spy. It's beautiful.
Sure.
Beautiful.
Upload is. Upload music, please. Thank you.
Alright, now we are on the DistroKid website. East of the equator.
Hardus story in Spotify. Yeah. It's like 3 years' work.
Yeah.
Boiled down to
All
this.
came down to this.
What's the hardest Uber drive?
Look how big this.
CJ, what's the hardest Uber drive?
I never been to Ugo Jabo.
I just changed the song name right before we released it because I won the power in a bet in 2019.
What was the bet?
For children, when the songs would be ready to release.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yep. So yeah, the changes just became the storm. I think so. Dramatic shot of you leaving the house. Yeah, but this is the end of an era. CJ, how does it feel to be done?
I don't know. How weird.
Oh, guys over there. CJ, one day after we finish the album, what are we doing?
So, we are prepping for the album launch.
So we immediately come back to it one day after finishing it. Because we want you to do a solo. Do you guys remember we were gonna do an EP?
We did do an EP. We did 2 EPs.
I would like to give you a high five. Yo, Ethan, are we sound, mind, and body?
I am body and sound and mind.
Hello. Welcome back to the doco.
What?
Welcome back to the doco.
Oh, yeah. I've been gone for like 2 weeks?
Daniel is ek. Kan ek opkom of is ek soos perfect volume level now? Then a bunch of our friends came and helped with decorating the place and everything, and they made it look like really nice.
Yeah.
Like fairy lights on the microphones, and it was so cool. And I remember Jason, we were all getting kind of hungry, and Jason's like, "Hey, we still got some
band money."
We still got some band money, and then we had enough in our band account that we could buy rock and almost for all of our friends.
And our friends were helping us set up.
Which is so cool. So we all just sat on the floor of
burgers and chips and stuff.
Durbanville Town Hall and just ate burgers and hung out. It was so cool.
Yeah, so we had a really fun show with like how many people do you guys think came? Like 50?
Probably 50, 60 people.
50? Yes, I like it.
It was like a little, because the group that of everyone that wanted to come was like 70, but like quite a few people couldn't come.
No.
Yeah, and then we had like a big party. Everyone came, and that's pretty much it. The album came out. Now we chill.
I told Enrico on the album launch day, like he was taking stuff to his car before we were going to the venue. I'm like, okay, Enrico, after this, Easter the Equator is taking a vet middagslaap here.
Go take a nap.
Take a big nap.
Yeah.
Check you guys next year.
I think what we did with this album is we got from nowhere, say it with me, to now here.
Where does that come from?
I don't know, I just sound. See you next time.
Alright.
Thanks for your time, and you can thank me for mine.
Enrico's still barefoot.
Yeah, you see.